Hey, you're hanging out with Tamina. I'm a local artist here in the Twin Cities. I've been working with Eastside Arts Council for the last 5 years. Today I'm going to present a cool craft project, designing your own greeting card, and we're going to collage a lot of different elements together and have a lot of fun. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to take our cardstock greeting card. If you don't have that, if you have a watercolor paper or a thicker kind of paper, you could use that. This is 5 by 7. We're going to fold it right in the middle here, which it already has a middle line, which makes it easy. We're going to fold it like so to make it into the greeting card where it opens this way. That's the front of the card. We're also going to decorate the envelope of the card, so make sure you have an envelope to go with it. You can make one, or if it comes together as a set, will be great. We're going to draw pumpkins today, so we're going to do 3 pumpkins with simple shapes. So we're going to have 1 large pumpkin, and I'm going to make all the pumpkins line up on the side here so that I'll have room up at the top and on the side for the collage. So we're going to start with an oval shape, which is like so. That's the large pumpkin. Then we're going to put a medium-sized pumpkin shaped like an apple on the side of it. And we'll take a smaller one and we'll make it right here. Inside those shapes, we're going to erase the lines because we don't want the lines to go that way. And also we get to see 3 distinct shapes, okay? Right in the center, we're going to wrap around 2 lines. 1 line this way, 1, 2, going to the bottom from top to bottom, and opposite direction, 1, 2, to get the shape of the pumpkin. The smaller one, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, the last one, we're going to start in the center, make the line curve, another one this way, and opposite direction, 1, 2. And for the stems, we're going to do a triangle, just like so. So those are the 3 pumpkins, lines, triangles, and the next step will be watercolor. If you don't have watercolor, you can also use markers, color pencils, or inks. Okay, we're ready to paint. So we have 3 different size paint brushes, large, medium, and small. We have a palette here of watercolor paint, and we're ready to go. We have a little cup of water, which we'll dip our brush in to get started. I'm using the larger brush. And we'll wet our paint. I'm going to use 3 different colors. If you don't have watercolor, you have markers, you can use 2 or 3 different colors to get, different dimensions in your pumpkins. Okay, so I'm going to start with yellow. And I'm going to go in the center area with a light wash of yellow, right in the center. So I'm wetting my brush, not too much because this is cardstock paper and you don't want it to be too watery. The next color I'm going to go with is the orange, and I'm blending it a little bit into the yellow, just to give it a look, a blending look. Just blend it into the yellow a little bit. The last color is going to be red, which I'm going to go on the outside just to give it another look to it. Like so. And I'm blending it into the orange. So I use yellow, orange, and red. Those are the colors that I use to give it 3 different looks, or 3 shades. I'm going to do the same for the medium pumpkin with yellow. Just a light wash. I'm going to do this one too, the smaller one. And we go to the orange, blend it into the yellow a little bit with water, not too much water. And then red. We have 3 different shades going on there. Okay. Okay, same for the smaller one. We have orange and then red. And you want it to bleed together, which is really good. So you could just let that bleed together. There's no mess ups, okay? No mess ups. They're just perfect little things that you can make into something else. Okay, so once you have those 3 done, we're going to do the stem. We're going to use 2 colors. We're going to use the light green on the outside, light green, and we're going to use a darker green on the other side of it. So darker green on the other side. So you have 2 colors, and if you have markers, light green and then dark green, okay? So like so. So we have just a nice little light watercolor wash of the 3 pumpkins right now. Okay, we're done with the watercolor part, so now we're ready for the pen and the ink, or the ink pens. So I have 3 different pens. I have a 0.1, which is a thinner one. I have a 0.3, which is a little bit thicker, and then I think it's a 0.5, which is even thicker. So we want some thick and thin lines in our pumpkin. So I'm going to start with the thicker one, which is a 0.5, 0.5, and I'm going to start with outlining the biggest pumpkin. I'm going to start at the center, and I'm going to outline the back of the pumpkin. I'm also going to outline the stem. The smaller pumpkin, I'm going to outline just the back of it and the back and side of the stem. I'm going to outline the back side of the medium pumpkin and then one side of the stem. So you have the balance of all pumpkins having darker lines in the same area. So I'm going to take the number 0.3 and I'm going to outline the front of it, front of the stem. So it's smaller, a little thicker, smaller line. And then I'm going to outline the front of the biggest pumpkin. You can see the line is thinner, thicker. And then the stem and the front of the medium pumpkin, and the stem and the smaller pumpkin. This one I'll make the line go all the way around, just thicken it up some, okay? Thick and thin. Okay, so the next pen that I'm going to use is a 0.1, which is the thinnest line work, and that's going to be for the lines inside the pumpkin. So we're going to start at the center and just follow those pencil lines to just make them darker so you can see it. Alright, and then make the lines go all the way down, and then do the last line there. Go to the next pumpkin. Let's go to the smaller one and follow the lines of the pencil. If you don't have 3 pens, just use a big side of the Sharpie and use the thin side of the Sharpie. Get like a 2-point Sharpie with 2 different pens. And so you can get 2 different looks to your pumpkin. You want a thick side and a thin side just so that it'll look different. So we have the pumpkin like so. Okay, so we outlined all the lines. We can also put lines in the stems. We can do like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 lines inside there just to make it a little bit more decorative. Alright, so we have that. The next step, we're going to take some stencils. If you have stencils or anything around the house, use any type of stencils to decorate around the pumpkin just to add extra elements. So I have this stencil flower that I'm going to use, and I'm going to take my pen and put it where I want it to put the ink. So I'm going to press down on the stencil, and I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to draw inside where there are some holes here. If you have markers, this is great for markers. Just fill in the area that's empty or that has a space and just kind of follow the lines. Follow it all the way around. All the empty spaces. And this is just to make, you know, it decorative. Can't get into that little space, but we'll figure that out. Okay. So we're just filling in that space. So the areas that were a little bit smaller and you couldn't get into, just be creative and make it work, okay? Just fill it out and connect it. Okay, so that made it a little more decorative. Also, I have these star stencils, so I want to put a few stars, maybe 3, in certain areas just to make it more fun as well. So I have one there. I'm going to do another smaller third one here. You could use heart stencils, star stencils, leaf stencils, whatever you have, that'll work out. So you don't have to have the stencils that I have. So that just gave a little bit of a decorative look to the pumpkin. So the next step will be cutting out pieces of paper that you have printed, or you can go to Joann's and Michael's and buy like the sheets of paper that has flowers, leaves, anything like that on it, and we're going to glue them in different areas on a card to start making a collage. Okay, so now we have the pumpkins with the stencils. We're going to take some of the paper that I mentioned. I'm going to cut out the smallest sunflower. If you have any type of paper with flowers, cut some flowers out. I'm going to use the leaves here. Cut the leaves out. If you have stickers, make sure you get your stickers ready because we're going to also use some stickers. And so that is the next step. I'm going to cut out this small sunflower, which should be pretty cool to put a sunflower by the pumpkin, which I love sunflowers. They are my favorite flowers, sunflower and daisies. I paint them, I draw them, I love them. So I'm going to use a sunflower and I'm going to put it kind of hiding that medium pumpkin. So I'm going to set that up. The next I'm going to cut out 2 leaves. Think of some leaves that might match with the sunflower there. So I think I'm going to cut out the red one and I'm going to cut out the yellow one. Those 2. I'm actually going to cut the stem off. So I don't think I need the stem. I'm going to have it coming from the pumpkin. Alright, so we have these different shapes. So now you figure out where you want to place them. I think I'm going to have it hiding back here. And then I'm going to have another one up here. Yeah, up here. So you think about your placement, think about where you want things to go or how you want things to look, okay? Or I can have it coming from this way, like this. So it's all up to your imagination how you want it to work out, okay? So that is what we're going to do. We're going to take these and we're going to glue them on. So the glue that you need is glue stick. Any glue stick will do. So I think I'll place the, let's put some glue on this one. I'll place this one here. Okay. Then I'm going to do the flower. I'm putting a glue stick on a flower. And I'll place that here. Okay, so we're collaging it up. And then doing the last leaf. And I'll place that. I don't want to cover that little thing we did over there, so I'm going to put it down here, okay? So we have 3 different elements with the leaves just to give it a little look. So now I'm going to open up the stickers, which should be fun. You can get in a dollar store or Target or anywhere. And I want to put more leaves. I want to kind of fill up that bottom there. So I'm going to put a leaf right here where it's empty. And then maybe another one, which is here. We can make this one go up this way, not blocking the stencil we did. And they have a sunflower on here, which is convenient. So I'm going to put the last little sunflower right by big old sunflower, mama sunflower. So we have all these different little elements on the card. Okay. So next we're going to take the printout that we have saying thankful, and we're going to place it in that area where I left room that I wanted it to be. So we're going to cut out thankful, and we're going to glue that. We're going to glue that on the top. I'm cutting off some of the edges because I just want to keep it more simple. Beautiful colors, fall colors, even though we're going into winter. Fall is my favorite time of year. I love pumpkins, I love the colors, I love it all. So we're going to take the glue stick and we're going to just glue the back of that we just cut out. If you have a sticker that says thankful or grateful, use the sticker, because there was a sticker on that sticker sheet that had that, but I'm using this because I printed it out. So we have that, we have thankful on there, so very thankful. We have the stickers, we have the flowers we cut out. There's another little step that we can take using bling that I got from the Dollar Tree. And so we're gonna tear off, they come in like these lines. So you tear off a line of it and we're gonna decorate the side here of the side all the way up to that, because you don't want to cover what you did. So we're gonna get another row of the bling, which I like that it comes in a row, makes it easy. And we're gonna decorate the other side all the way up. So we have just like so. And I have a line of the gold, and the gold I'm gonna put across the top. So we got like so. So we have a little decorative look, okay? So we have the greeting card finished. The envelope, we're gonna just decorate it very lightly. We're gonna take the rest of our stickers or cutouts, whatever you cut out, and we're going to place it right there in the corner, kind of match what the greeting card was doing. I'm going to use another little basket like this, put it in the corner. I'm going to take my row of bling and I'm going to start the bling right by the pumpkin to go across. And then I'm going to take another bling row, which is red, another color, and have it go right up the side of the card. Anything extra, just tear it off. And then that can go right here. And it says family and friends. So we have the card and we have the envelope. So that will be the finish or the finale of the collage greeting card. Okay, so these are some examples of collage greeting cards that you can do. We did this one today, but you can also cut out what you painted or what you did in marker. Cut it out, use some other paper cutouts to be the background. Glue your cutout to the paper background and then add different elements, which is an awesome idea, and decorate the envelope like so, which is pretty neat. Add glitter if you have glitter. It's another good idea. Some other cards you can do, you know, for winter's coming up, winter theme collage greeting cards, adding stencils and stickers. Scarecrows, I love scarecrows, adding feathers and more stencils and paper cutouts. If you're using markers, this is all marker, use marker, stencils, little bling, you know, and glitter, glue. You can also do more cutouts, paper, you can print something up on a computer, cut it out, glue it, use marker, use glitter, stencil elements, paper to make fun greeting cards that you can personalize and give to someone special. Marker again, you know, think of something that you like, draw it, use paper cutouts, write with your own handwriting, or use a stencil. Stencil some words on your card. And then add glitter, add paper, add different elements. So thank you so much for watching today. Hope to see you again.